So most of you guys know that I had the opportunity to work with Vodafone this summer, and some of you guys had the opportunity to meet my boss, Kim, yesterday. So today what I'm going to go into is a little bit of who Vodafone is outside of the cell phone market. They are the second largest cell phone carrier in the world, and they do pretty much dominate all of Europe's 4G network, which is an impressive feat in itself. However, Vodafone does a lot more than just that. They are using their technology across the globe to make a difference. They have two different things set up. They're helping make communication accessible to people all across the globe. So they're using their network within the wireless and using their kind of domination in the European wireless network to actually access, they're using their product to get people who otherwise wouldn't have access to mobility, or specifically cell phone mobility. They're giving them the opportunity to use cell phones just by using wireless rather than ground lines. Ground lines are super expensive, and they've also recognized that ground lines aren't necessarily the most efficient way to reach rural farmers in Africa. However, the 4G model actually is the best way. So they've created, with their own technology, they've created this use of mobile cell phone devices in agriculture, and they've also started reaching rural areas. So they're using technology that they already have to kind of make the world a better place. Additionally, they have what's called the Vodafone Foundation, and they have a couple different pieces of the Vodafone Foundation. This is where Vodafone's resources really, in my opinion, absolutely get magnified. They have a couple of different programs set up. One of them is called Using Mobile for Good. So they have established telecom as a means for social good. So they've created multiple different devices. I know that those of us who competed in the NBC this year saw that the winner created a rape button, and Vodafone has a similar technology that's used for women who are in who are in domestic violence, in which all you do is you press a button on your Vodafone phone and it goes directly to the police, and it already has established your relationship, and it sends authorities directly to where you are. So they're using their technology to really benefit. They're also using their technology in rural Africa to help with women, mothers-to-be, and women right after they've had given birth. They're using their technology as a mobile form of healthcare. So one of the things that I really love most about Vodafone is that really they are taking what they already have. They're a multi-billion-dollar company. They're still selling their services, but they also have a side piece that's actually really magnifying technology for the betterment of others. So they have the money, they have the resources, but they're doing all of this in-house. So the Instant Network program, they were in Nepal right after the earthquake, and they're able to set up satellites and really create these instant networks in areas that otherwise wouldn't have the opportunity to get cell phone service. They also allow Red Cross users, various things like that, to use their networks for free. And they've also recognized after the Filipino earthquake, or the typhoon, that they saw over 500,000 calls and SMS messages sent off of their network alone, which was the most in any sort of Vodafone mobile history. So really, when you guys see Vodafone as you travel across Europe or Africa or wherever you happen to go, remember that they are not only a mobile carrier, they are also making a pretty big difference in the world with the technology and with the people that they already have in place. So I'm super excited to get to be working on their United States legal front, which will not look a lot like this. But I'm excited to get to work for a company that really does believe in bettering the whole world with the technology that they already have.
Any comments, observations?
You're going to have a lot of fun.
That's good. So I'll give you a couple. I thought your enthusiasm was really great.
Okay.
You were good in using your hands. You know, it wasn't wooden. Maybe you could have moved around a little bit rather than staying rooted to the same place, but you didn't trip over the hole. So
That's true. That's true. I have another brace on.
Yeah, good job. The other thing was your slides did not have too much busyness on them. Might have been nice to have a picture or two to break it up, but you didn't fall into the trap of like a zillion words. All right, who's next?
Oh, I did have a comment too.
Yep, go ahead.
I just liked how there was an aspect of like doing good, which I think, I don't know, I did maybe other people think in law schools to kind of do good, and now that I'm interested in technology, I like to see that companies can still, you know, do good for the world and work in technology.
Yeah,
can
so
make money.
interesting topic.
I'll go after Betsy.
All right.
Oh, I gotta do my presentation, I have to do my PowerPoint.
Okay, we'll put you next and then Christine.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
Cutting in line.
I just wanna get ahead of the other Cisco folks, that way mine is fresh and new and that way.